Hey everybody, this is James from CAD Roll Hunter, and today we are looking at some quarters. And before we dig into this box, this is actually episode 2 of our quarter hunt and album fill with our gorgeous new Lighthouse Vista album. We'll do a quick recap. This album has 170 slots, including 17 silver. In our last episode, we filled 72 slots, so we got a really great start. We don't have any of the silver. There are 17 silver spots. We got to get silver in the box if we want to get silver in the album. But we got some really great examples last time of some 70s. We filled slots right up to 2021 here. We know we've got some ones that can be upgraded. There's still almost 100 spots that we need to fill. We got a good shot at getting some of those in this box here. So we'll see what we can find. At the end, I'll let you know what we are able to upgrade and what we're able to fill in the box. Well, this quarter box deserves a preface because this is a little bit different. Not unlike a box I recently got of nickels that I was pretty sure had been searched. This is something I haven't quite yet seen. This is customer wrapped quarters, all in a home printed and cut coin roller, so homemade coin rollers. I think that this has been completely searched, and this might have also been an ARP or an alloy recovery program box. Considering that if it's customer wrap rolls, you can go through it and rewrap them in the existing wrappers. But with the ARP wrappers, you've probably had to tear them up and need something else to wrap your coins in. So I'm going to go through this really quickly, and we'll see if we find anything. I actually don't expect to find anything at all. You never know. If I do, I'll bring you in. If not, we're going to move right on to another box. Roll number 1, and we found something here that looks to be in pretty good shape. This is a 2000 achievement. We'll add that to our finds. We might find some things in here yet. I guess it really just depends on what's going on with this box. Roll number 5, so far we're finding a lot of newer coins, a lot of 2020s and 21s. But here we've got a Vancouver Olympic coin that looks to be in really great condition. So we'll put this on our finds for now and see what else we can find. Same roll, and we found our first color enamel. It's a pretty faded 2004 Remembrance Day Poppy, but we'll put it on the board. Who knows, that might be the only color enamel we find if this whole box has been hunted. Roll number 8, and this is a pretty nice looking 1982. This could be an upgrader in our album for sure. Roll number 9, we got a really nice looking Cindy Clausen. There's a little bit of gunk on it, but we could probably just get that off carefully. But otherwise, it doesn't have any real circulation wear at all. So we'll put that with our finds so far. Roll number 10, and we've got ourselves a non-colorized version of Tecumseh and only a little bit of circulation wear. So that might be an upgrader for the album. We'll take a look. Roll number 12, and we got ourselves a pretty nice looking 1976 that could also be an album upgrader. Roll number 14, a pretty decent 1973, which means that we can throw it under the scope and take a look and see if it's the large bust or small bust. And we can see with the detail and that the beads are far away from the rim that this is definitely the common small bust. Roll number 15, and we found ourselves a pretty decent 1979, not heavily circulated at all. So again, might be a bit of an upgrader until we find something that's even nicer. So we'll set this aside as well, and we'll see what we find. Roll number 16, and we found us a 2006 colorized breast cancer research coin. Totally unexpected. Same roll a little further back, we got ourselves a 2004. Roll number 17, we got a 1968. So we're just going to check it with our magnet and confirm that yes, it is nickel, it's not silver. Roll number 17, and we've been finding some actually really nice 70s and 80s quarters. Here's a 1978. This one is in pretty decent shape. There's a bit of a gouge on the caribou, but not very much circulation wear. And if we put it under the scope, we can see that this is the large dentical variety of 1978. So this might be another one for the album. Roll number 18, we got a pretty decent 1985. Again, pretty uncirculated, not a lot of wear. There's a little bit of a scratch across there. We'll set that aside and we'll compare it to the album. Roll number 21, and we have a beautiful 2000 achievement quarter. Roll number 24, and we found ourselves another 2006 color. Roll number 27, and we have a DeSalabary colorized War of 1812 commemorative. Roll number 32, and we found ourselves a 2008 Remembrance Day Poppy. Brilliant color, but it's got a little bit of the Ring of Death on it. We'll put it on our board anyhow. Roll number 35, and we've got ourselves a 1968, so of course we're going to just check it with the magnet, and yeah, it is nickel. It's not the silver one. Roll number 36, and we've got a really nice looking Olympic one. It is the 2007 downhill skiing, so we'll add that to our finds. Same roll, and I've pulled out a Olympic coin. It's the wheelchair curling from 2007. This one's got some circulation wear. But what I'm always looking for is there was a version of this where on the on the obverse, rather than having the Paralympic logo, which you can see here, they actually had the Olympic logo. So it was only issued in some sets, but some of those sets might have been broken up and you just might find that in circulation. So I haven't found one yet, but I'll keep looking. Roll number 40, and we found a 2010 double poppy we can add to our board. So I'm not exactly sure what the story is here. I was pretty certain this was searched, and I thought maybe it was an ARP box. It certainly can't be an ARP box. We found far too many 70s and 80s coins that would have been removed. And we found some color coins and other things, some really nice variety. So I'm just not exactly sure. Maybe somebody really did just wrap up random change and put their own wrappers together. I don't know. Same roll, and we just found a 2001, and as I flip it over, it's got no mint mark. It's pretty heavily circulated, but this is a low mint 2001. The 2001P is much higher mintage, so we'll add this to the board and we'll keep looking. Roll 43, we found another pretty nice Olympic coin. It's the wheelchair curling, and it is not the mule with the Vancouver Olympic logo on it. We'll add that to our list of finds here. Number 45, and we've got us a pretty nice looking Olympic coin with sledge hockey on it. Got a look at the obverse. There's some circulation scratches on it, so we may not keep it, but it's not a bad example for sure. It might be one for the album. Just towards the end of roll 45, and we got ourselves a really nice looking Stanley Cup 2017. We'll put that with our group of finds that are surprisingly big considering our really, really low expectations for this box. Roll 47, we got ourselves another 2006. This one, the color enamel isn't in great condition. It's definitely been circulated, but it's another color for the board, maybe not for the album. Roll number 48, we found ourselves another 80s quarter in pretty decent shape. It's a 1982. It's got some kind of scratches up here. We flip it around, and it's definitely got some scratches on the obverse, but might be the best option we have so far for the album. We'll have a look and see, but that's in terms of circulation where this one is in pretty decent shape. Well, I'm just about to crack into the very last roll, roll number 50. If there's any surprises in here, I'll bring you back. If not, we'll head back for a wrap up. So we finished our hunt of that quarter box, and we had really low expectations, and yet we actually have a pretty full board of finds, and we'll just go through what we've got here. We got a couple of 2004 poppies. We got 3 2006 breast cancer research awareness, a 2008 Remembrance Day poppy, a 2010 double poppy. We got a DeSalabary War of 1812. We got 4 really nice Olympic quarters and 1 really beautiful Cindy Clausen. We got a great Stanley Cup. We got a really nice Tecumseh, not the color version, and a couple of the poppies, the really large poppies, not the color version, of course. On the next row, we found a bunch that I think are going to be really good additions to the album. We got a pretty decent 1973. That might be our best so far. But have a look at these ones here. This 76, the 78, 79, an 82, and an 85 all in fantastic condition for being circulated coins. Just got a stack of the bright and shinies, sort of the best of the 20s and 21s that we found. We also found a low mintage 2001 No P, and I don't think I mentioned it, but we found a low mintage 1983. I'd set it aside as a possible upgrade, but not noticing that it was the low mintage 1983. Down here, I've just got a selection of coins from the 70s, 80s, 90s, and there's a 69 there, just to see if they will upgrade anything in the album. And the same back here, I've got a couple stacks of the 99 and the 2000s. Some of them are in good shape and some are quite circulated. So we'll look through to see. We don't have them all yet in the album, so we want to fill some spots and maybe have some upgrades, and a couple of others that I wasn't sure that we actually had from our previous hunts. So I'd say we did pretty well. A couple of interesting notes. There were no provincial quarters at all in this box, and no US quarters at all, which is unusual for my hunts. So it's possible that somebody had gone through and had searched this box. And if that's the case, I'm not exactly sure what they were looking for. Maybe they were only looking to pull out silver. Maybe they were looking just for provincials. Who knows? But I think we did pretty good for a box that we thought was going to be a bust. So I've gone through everything we found in this hunt, and we made some great progress on the album. We actually filled 20 more slots. So we have 92 of the 170. Today, of course, we added the low mintage 83. We had some really good 80s and 90s coins that we added, so I'm really pleased with the progress that we made. We had a bunch of spots that were open, particularly in the mid or late 90s. We also upgraded 10 coins that were in pretty rough shape to better examples. So we've made good progress. We didn't get any silver, so we still have a bunch of spots on that first page we want to fill up, of course. But all in all, this album is coming together for sure. If you enjoyed this video, my second in my quarter hunt and album fill, please give the video a like. If you haven't already subscribed to my channel, Cadroll Hunter, please do that. I'd really appreciate it. Thank you so much for watching. Hope to see you again soon.